Hi friends, welcome to this new session of our English grammar classes. Today we will be dealing with a very important topic in English grammar, that is articles. I called it a very important topic because the proper use of articles is very essential in written as well as spoken language. At the same time, articles are also a little tricky. So, we need to clearly understand when and where to use them. For this, you need to attempt a lot of exercises. Reading newspapers and good books also will help very much. So, dear students, I request you to watch the video lesson attentively and afterwards read the textbook carefully. Also, attend the Google Forms exercise. Now let us begin our class. Chapter 4 Articles. I hope you understand what is meant by articles. We have been learning about articles from very lower classes onwards. So you must be knowing which are the articles. A, an, and the are called articles. They are used before nouns to specify what exactly the noun refers to. So we know a and an are called indefinite articles and the is called definite article. So let us learn a little more deeply about indefinite articles, a and an. We use a and an when we refer to the noun for the first time or when we mean one or any. Try to understand it clearly. We use a and an on two occasions, mainly two occasions, when we refer to the noun for the first time or when we mean one or any. You must also understand that a and an are used only before singular nouns. And of course, use a if the noun begins with a consonant sound, whereas use an if the noun begins with a vowel sound. These are basic things and I hope you know when and where to use a and an. So remember, use a if the noun begins with a consonant sound, whereas use an if the noun begins with a vowel sound. Let us look at some examples. There is a lizard on the wall. She has an apple in her bag. In the first sentence, we have used a before the noun lizard because lizard begins with a consonant sound L. And in the second sentence, we have used an before the noun apple because it begins with a vowel sound A. So that is it about indefinite articles. Now let us go to the definite article the. The article the is used when the noun referred to has already been mentioned or is known and easily understood. So, the article the is used when the noun referred to has already been mentioned or is known and easily understood. The specifies the noun. That is why it is called the definite article. The article the can be used before singular as well as plural nouns. Now let us look at some examples. I read a book. There were many pictures in the book. So in the first sentence, I read a book, we have used a before the noun book because we are referring to the book for the first time. Whereas in the second sentence, we have used the before the book because we are referring to the book about which we have already mentioned. We have mentioned about the particular book in the previous sentence. Therefore, we are using the definite article the before the book. Let us look at another sentence. There is a gift in the box. Before the noun gift, we have used a because we are referring to any gift. The meaning that we want to convey there is any. That's why we have used the article a there. Whereas we used the before the noun box because the box is already known to us. In this particular box, there is a gift in this particular box. That is what we want to say. The box is already known to us. I tried, but the dress no longer fits me. We have used the before the noun dress because the dress has been mentioned previously or is familiar to the owner. Another sentence, the stars seemed so close to the earth. The stars seemed so close to the earth. Here we have used the before stars because we are referring to the stars which could be seen on the sky. Maybe the particular stars about which we are talking, we are referring to those stars. Before the noun earth, we have used the because that noun earth is unique, one of its kind. Students, let us learn some more rules for using the. Use the before the superlative degree of the adjective. For example, the brightest star, the most interesting show. The second rule is use the before nouns that are unique or one of their kind. Let us look at some examples. The universe, the earth, the moon, the sun, the sky, the horizon. Another rule is use the before country names with a common noun like states, republic, kingdom. For example, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the Republic of Ireland. Fourth rule will be use the before people of well-known positions or ranks like the president, the chief minister. And another rule is names of musical instruments. Use the before the names of musical instruments like the tabla, the piano, the violin, etc. So students, try to learn this table, try to understand the rules. All these rules are given in a table in your textbook. Read these rules very carefully and attentively and try to understand and learn them. Now let us try to understand where we do not use the definite article the. So here are some rules. We normally do not use the before proper nouns like the following. 1. Individual names of people. Your names, Rohit, Govind, any names of people. We do not use the before names of people. Secondly, countries and continents, cities and states. We do not use the before countries and continents, cities and states. For example, India, Asia, Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh. We don't say the India. We don't say the Asia. We do not use the before proper nouns of countries, continents, cities and states. Thirdly, days, months, seasons. We do not use the before these proper nouns of days, months and seasons. For example, Monday. We do not say the Monday. We just say Monday, January, winter. Another rule is we do not use the before languages and subjects of study. So we just need to simply say English, mathematics. We don't say the English or the mathematics. Fifth rule is before festivals, we do not use the definite article the. For example, Diwali. And lastly, before sports, before names of sports, we do not use the article the. However, there are a few exceptions. to these rules that we have stated now. That is what we are going to see now. Here are the exceptions to the rules regarding proper nouns. Use the before proper nouns like names of countries, plural in form, or groups of islands. Names of countries, plural in form, or groups of islands. Here are some examples. The Philippines, the Netherlands, the Maldives, the Andaman Nicobar Islands. Another rule is use the before proper nouns like names of well-known buildings or monuments. For example, the Qutub Minar, the Hawa Mahal, the Parliament, the White House. A third rule will be use the before proper nouns like names of seas, rivers, and oceans. For example, the Satluj, the Arabian Sea, the Pacific Ocean. And a fourth rule is we need to use the before names of mountain ranges. For example, the Himalayas, the Rocky Mountains, the Aravalli Hills. And a fifth rule is names of newspapers. We should use the definite article the before names of newspapers. The Times of India, the Hindustan Times, the Free Press. And the last rule is names of families. We should use the definite article the before names of families. But remember, do not use before individual names. If the name refers to an individual person, do not use the definite article the. But if it refers to the name of the family, you must use the. The Murthis, the Chauhans, the Jacksons. Students, one last rule regarding the use of article is as follows. When two or more nouns or noun phrases refer to the same person or object, the article is used only once before the first noun or noun phrase. But when they refer to different persons or objects, each takes an article individually. When two or more nouns or noun phrases refer to the same person or object, the article is used only once before the first noun or noun phrase. But when they refer to different persons or objects, each takes an article individually. Let us analyze some examples. The attorney and general left the room. The attorney and the general left the room. So here are two similar sentences, but they are not same. In the first sentence, before the noun attorney, the article the is used, whereas before the noun general, no article is used. It means that the one person who holds the offices of both the attorney and the general left the room. Here in the first sentence, there is only one person. The attorney and general are the one and same person. Just one person is holding the office of attorney and general, and that person left the room. While the second sentence, there are two different people. Two different people left the room. The attorney and the general. There are two persons who left the room. So once again, when two or more nouns or noun phrases refer to the same person or object, the article is used only once before the first noun or noun phrase. But when they refer to different persons or objects, each takes an article individually. Students, here we end our lesson on articles. Let me request you to read the pages of the textbook, especially those pages where the rules regarding the use of the definite article the are mentioned. Let me also request you to attempt the Google Forms exercise. Thank you and have a nice day.